on, young one, let's be having ya. Come on.
Night's only just gone to bed. And hey, you said I could drive.
Look, we haven't got time for that now. Come on, get in.
And you come up with some excuse. I'm never going to pass my test if you never let me have a go. Come here, you daft Mick. You've got a mush like a flipping pizza.
Stop your fussing. Have to get Thomas to give this one the once more.
Give him a chance.
Go get him, Franklin. Backs for you now. Well done.
Yeah, you'll get yours, you pair of grasses.
Leave it, lad. Keep on walking. You're going home.
Thomas was so popular.
Bloody vultures. Coming out of jail should be a private affair.
The voice of experience. Doesn't look much like a prison, does it?
Close your eyes and sniff the air, young one. It's a prison right enough.
Nothing like doing things in style, is there?
Well, one tries. Now, you're sure you don't want to lift?
No, I'm all right, thanks. I've got friends meeting me. Listen, well, thanks for putting up with me these past couple of weeks.
Look, after what you did for me, I was only too pleased to do something in return. Now, stay with the mathematics, yes? And always remember...
The square root of FA is sweet FA.
That's correct. And?
Do nothing for something and do something for as much as you can get.
Straight from the South.
Business Bible, yeah.
That's right.
Cheers.
Stay in touch, yes?
You bet, yeah.
Best of luck, Franklin. Thank you.
All the best, pal. Good luck.
Bye.
Nice to see you, sir.
And you, Stephen. Let's go, shall we?
Listen, lad, just one last piece of advice before you go. Keep an eye open for Bob Gettins. He's a bad man to have as an enemy. I know. I worked with him for about 12 years. All right, then? Ready, lad?
Yeah, I'm ready, cocker.
Mr. Biso, can you open the window? Are you pleased to be out now? Are you pleased to be out of prison?
Where are you going now?
This way, please, Mr. Biso.
Biso,
Just one photograph.
Can you just bring the window down? Just one comment, please. One comment, please. Mr. Biso.
Where's Thomas? Thomas!
Now, hold on, young one. Just let him have this moment on his own.
Freedom, liberty, very precious, but very fragile for someone on parole.
Oh, you sweetheart.
Oh, it's great to see you, Thomas.
Oh, and you. Oh. What you make?
Oh, you look like a man that could sup a pint or three.
Not many. How are you?
is he? What's he doing?
Shedding a tear or two, I'd guess. That and a bit of thinking. Liberty, too, must be limited in order to be possessed. Cheers.
You're bleeding possessed, if you'd ask me.
I hope and pray that in time you'll forgive me and understand why I must go away like this. I have to rebuild my life. And for you and I to plan any kind together would be unfair to everyone. Forgive me, Thomas.
Could have talked.
You probably don't want to hear this, but Sally's not coming back. I know it's hard for you, but it really wasn't easy for her either.
We could have talked. Could have come to see me, right? Bugsy letter. Could have talked.
But do you want to talk now?
No, thanks, sweetheart. All I want to do is forget.
Stop the car, Steve. I'll walk to the house from here.
Be careful, he gets a bit jealous.
Casey would waltz with the strawberry blonde and the You all right?
Oh dear, don't fancy yours much.
I'll have you know, sir, that I've had her since she was an egg.
When was the last time I had you done it?
You ain't talking to me anymore. The pale moon was rising.
Dear Sal, I think Thomas is going to be okay. As I write, him and Lively are drunk as skunks. Welcome home, Thomas. Drunken pigs. You've got to get up, it's 8:30. Think you feel bad? Watch this.
Mr. Henty, sir.
Oh, thank you, Hedges. Morning, Mr. Henty. I trust you got my memo last night. That's right, Gin. G-Y, 2 N's. A Mr. Thomas Gynn.
My mouth tastes like a badger's bum.
You're that gorilla kept me awake half the night snoring.
I've got no sympathy for you, you pair of drunken pigs. And if you'd let me drive more often, I'd have passed my test by now. And you wouldn't have to be doing this.
Hold your yapping, young one.
And you? How'd you expect to get a job looking like that? Thank you and good night.
Cheers. I've got how much rabbit she had. I mean, does her new boyfriend know what he's getting into?
Oh, yeah, Alex knows the crack. He's a nice fella, you'll like him.
So how long has she had the stall, then?
Oh, 6 months or thereabouts. Doesn't exactly earn a fortune, but she gets by well enough.
That's good crack, running stall. No, it's all longer in the hand, isn't it? No tax, no nothing, sweet.
I see your cellmate's in the news. Must be a very interesting man.
My old pal Franklin. That's a good man, as it happens. Worth a fortune, you know.
Insider dealing, wasn't it? Yeah, big takeover bid. I read about it at the time. Didn't I read somewhere, too, that he was in trouble inside? Drugs or something, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, but he wasn't involved. Well, he was, but he wasn't.
He was, but he wasn't. And he's not even Irish.
Hospital porter, grave digger.
A noble position.
So is the Lotus. But more chance of finding tits on a bullfrog.
Ah, but first find your bullfrog.
I'll tell you what, lovely, I'll leg it around on my own, all right?
Well, it's no bother, Tom.
No. Thanks for the lift and all that, but, well, I'll see you back at the ranch later.
JJ Motors, Julie speaking. How may I help you?
Yes, certainly, I'll put you through.
What the hell's a curry Cullen Vitty when it's their own?
That's a new 3.8 fuel injection, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you've got to hand it to them, haven't you? They really know their stuff, don't they?
Well, look, let's just say I thought you ought to know that the man's fresh out of prison. And take it from me, he can't be trusted.
Yes, we take great pride in our work here, gentlemen. And we make no apology to the old cliché that in this business...
Mr. Tyler.
The customer is always
Mr.
right.
Tyler.
Yes, ma'am.
A word, please.
Yeah, it's dead smart, this place, isn't it? There's more grease on my old lady's cooker.
Mr. Gynn.
Yep.
Mr. Gynn, quiet word, please. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Gynn. We're not running a rehabilitation centre here. Goodbye, Mr. Gynn.
Oh, hold on. I don't want to be rehabilitated. I want a job.
Yes, you and 2.5 million others. You follow me, please.
Wait, Lee.
What's the matter, chum? Get a knockback, did we? Tough in the real world. And I promise you it's going to get a lot tougher, know what I mean?
You no good ponce.
Come on, then. Hit me. Come on. I'd love it. You'd be back inside within the hour.
Why does this Gittings character think that he has the score to settle with you?
Well, he's a senior screw, right? And he had a fiddle operating with some of the prisoners.
Well, that's not all that strange, is it?
The keys are all right.
Barney, yeah, he'll be all right. So, I take it you crossed swords with Gittings?
Yeah. Now, remember you said you read this thing about Franklin Bysouth and some drugs, right? Well, Franklin being Franklin was in a position to get himself a few extra perks inside, you know. A few of the screws smuggling in a little luxuries for him.
Oh, yeah, I know the crack, yeah.
Well, this Gittings geezer was bringing in small amounts of dope for some of the prisoners. Now, like as usual, they wanted more and more, didn't they? But Gittings had to be a bit careful, so he came up with an idea that involved Franklin.
Heck! He'll be all right. So Gittings put pressure on your mate to conceal more contraband in the luxuries.
That's right, yeah.
And Franklin knocked him back, I take it.
Oh, too right he did, yeah. I went in the bugs one day. There were 2 inmates, right headbangers, just about to give him a real shoeing.
At which stage you became involved?
Yeah, well, I didn't know what was going on or anything like that. I just steamed in and pulled him out of there. We did not have to watch our backs after that, I tell you. Who is this geezer, Mr. Magoo or what?
Oh, well, that's Barney. He's the curator of a museum.
Curator of a museum? You're having a grin, aren't you?
No.
Hey, you all right, Cocker?
Oh, yeah. Grand. Thank you very much.
That's all right.
It's relief valve, you see.
Oh, yeah?
Is relief valve all right?
Don't know, mate.
Your valve is all right, but I'm afraid your glasses are knackered, old son.
I've got a spare pair back at workshop. It's relief valve that's important, Lively. It's original, see? Just what I was searching for. How much?
£5 will cover that. But it'll cost you twice that for my mate here to drive you home.
Do what?
Well, he can't drive with these, can he? I'll tell you what. You drive Barney's van back to the museum, and I'll collect you later after I've picked up Pippa.
All right, fair enough. Here you go, mate. I'll just go and get cleaned up.
Thank you very much.
Well, steam engines and that?
Aye, mostly steam. All originals. The museum's dedicated to Yorkshire-based engineers, although we have a few early examples from across Pennines. Trouble is, getting original spares. I have to have them made up, you know, but I don't like doing that.
They're expensive?
Oh, bloody expensive, but that's not reason. I mean, I like things original, proper, like how they were first made.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
I wish I had my glasses. I'll get spare glasses from workshop and then I'll show you around.
I'm so sorry about this. If you'd like to sit down, I'll bring your coffee over to you just as soon as I've done it.
2 cheese rolls, thank you.
Yes, please. Barney! Molly, where have you been? The coffee machine's gone on the blink again. Don't worry, I'll get Barney to fix it. Barney!
Excuse me, miss. I did order 2 cheese rolls as well.
It's terrific, isn't it?
I'm starting on most of them yet, like a fool.
I know the feeling. That's cost you a fortune to run a place like this.
Oh, best part of a tiny few quid, Thomas. Mining exhibition's taking up most of the cash at the moment, but it'll be worth it when it's done.
Mining exhibition?
Oh, aye, just like the real McCoy. Tell you what, I'll drop these off, and I'll meet you at Canteen. You can get there straight through mining exhibition. Give you a chance to have a look at it. Go straight through here, turn left, then turn right, straight through mining area. To the end, you'll see a sign for Canteen. All right?
Yeah, I've got that.
Mind how you go, Thomas. It's dark in there.
Barney! Barney!
Keep it up, lads. King Arthur will be proud of you. I wanted a bit minor, but I thought I'd go off the rail. You don't talk a lot, you chaps, do you? I don't. Look at me when you're ignoring me. I used to go to work by train myself, you know. Oh, yes. In fact, I wanted to be a miner and I got too old. There wasn't a lot of call for it, really. Not in Hackney. Look at me when I'm talking to you, son. Got a business. But it's very, very nice meeting you all. How do you do? My name is Sue.
Hello.
Oh, Betty! Oh, what are you doing sneaking around like that?
I might ask you the same question, Sue.
Hey, oh!
Christ!
Caught you, Bo!
That is not funny, Barney. You frightened the life out of me.
Well, that was the general idea, Chuck. Samantha, Thomas. Thomas, Samantha.
Sue's just me nickname.
Must have a look at the Fowler BB1 ploughing engine before we
Why don't you
leave.
look round the museum while you wait for your lift?
Yes, smash it.
If you could excuse me, I must get back to my office. I've some work to do.
Oh, listen, sweetheart, is there any chance of an intro to your boss?
Sorry.
Your boss, you know, top man, the governor.
Fitted like a glove. She's firing up as we speak.
Barney.
Great.
The coffee machine is the most urgent thing at this moment in time.
Bloody modern crap.
Thank you. Nice to have met you, Thomas.
Yeah.
I hate bloody coffee machines.
So what exactly does she do around here, then?
Her official title is Chief Administrator, Thomas. That means she's in charge of all cash.
Well, the head honcho, the governor.
Aye, you could say that, I reckon. Mine, she's a grand lass, right down to earth, considering where she comes from and that.
Well-to-do, you mean?
Oh, aye, very. Her old man were a top judge. Retired now, but still dabbling in white papers and bills and that. Oh, bugger it!
Yeah, you hold this, let me have a look. So basically, she hires and fires the staff, does she?
Oh, aye, staff, cash, fundraising, you name it. So you know a bit about machines and that, then?
Yeah, I'm a fitter. A fitter and a very, very handy person.
What are you doing?
Sorry, did I frighten you?
Yes, you did. What are you doing?
Mending your coffee machine. Actually, job done. Well, very nearly. Oh, happy hour, is it?
Oh, now what's happening? Where's Barney?
Playing with his new toy, I think. What is that noise?
I don't know. Barney!
Easy, Thomas, easy. Flameproof, remember? Good, Benny!
What's happened? You all right?
Well, you know, you can't see a thing in there. Bloody safety valve stuck shut.
Well, what does that mean?
Best get back, Chuck. She's gonna blow.
What do you mean blow?
Blow as in whoosh bang. I've got to get in there and sort that valve out.
Barney, is it going to explode?
Look, just get in hell.
No.
My glasses. Where's my glasses? Bloody hell. Where are they? Chop it out. Samantha, help me. Quickly, lass.
Barney, what the bloody hell's occurring?
Relief valve stuck shut. She's gonna blow. Samantha! Bloody hell, Samantha! 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 Oh! Just that.
You know where it is? It's the valve.
It's not there, is it? Yeah? Get out of the way,
I know just how it feels.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I've never had so much fun with all my clothes on before.
I thought you were gone. Let's get you in hot shower.
Is this a private invitation or can anyone join in? Well, this could be a nice little gaff, you know.
Sorry?
I'm just saying this could be a nice little gaff when it's finished.
Oh, yes, it could be. As you can see, the builders are in at the moment, and they're not finished. It belongs to the museum.
Oh, it's not yours then? I thought you don't live here.
No, I sometimes stay over. I live in the Dales, actually.
There you go, then. They should fit in here, as damn it.
Oh, smashing. Cheers, mate.
You know, Thomas, I can't understand it. That there engine should never have done that, even allowing for a sticky valve. You decent in there, Chuck? I just want headache tablets out at cabinet.
OK, in a minute, Barney.
I'm no mechanical genius, mate, but a rough guess. I'd say the cubic capacity of the main cylinder was much too much for the bore of the expansion pipes.
Could be that's right there, Thomas. You know, I never thought that they were original. Not from the start.
Barney?
Oh, there you go.
Ciao very much.
So, you know about things like cubic capacities, huh?
Yeah, I'm a fitter by trade. And I started a course on applied mathematics about 6 months ago.
Oh, really? Where?
Sorry?
Where did you do that at?
I doubt if you'd know. I've only just come back into this area.
Oh, what a shame. Well, maybe you can pick it up again, locally.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
Man can dream. Oh, butterfly, I will see you in a while.
You cracked it.
Well, I haven't got the job as yet. I've got to give her a call and have a chat, you know.
Seems like a nice woman. Pretty.
Yeah, she's all right. Thing is, I haven't told her that I've just got out of Nick.
I say you've been working abroad or away on the rigs.
No, trouble is, she seems like the sort who wants everything honest and up front. A bit like Sal.
When you're ready to listen, I'll tell you exactly what went wrong with Sal.
What's the tell? She met another bloke, got pregnant. End of story.
No, you've been a bit hard on her there. She didn't mean things to turn out the way they did.
Listen, how long have Pippa and Rob Roy been an item?
Yes!
3 or 4 months.
Don't look much like a budding professor of archaeology, does he?
Oh, he's a bright one. Well, for a jock.
Pure fluke on the black. Pure luck.
I thrashed you.
No way.
Oh, shut up and get the drinks in, you big heathen Nelly.
She stuffed you, did she, Mac?
I wasn't stuffed. She got lucky on the black.
Yeah, you sure? If I were you, Jock, I'd stick to tossing the caber.
And if I were you, I'd call me by my correct and proper name. You ken what I mean, like?
Oh, dear. Cheer up, Macduff. Here was I hoping to win a fiver off you.
You, fancy your chances, then? OK, cocker. You're on.
I like it. Come on then, rack 'em up. There you go. I've never seen a sweaty sock who can play this game. Like goalkeepers. Flash in the pan. God, dear, he's got the luck of the 3 blind mice.
Fancy doubling up, then?
You sure? Got more chance of Ruby Wax being funny. You owe me a fiver. Phil! You two stitched me up like a kipper, didn't you? Same again, mate.
service do you require?
Yes, good evening. The police, please.
Police.
Thank you.
So, your friends picked you up from the Yorkshire Industrial Museum at around 6:45, and you all drove straight to the pub where we picked you up?
Yeah.
Bit of a twat when you think about it, pal. I mean, here you are, still stinking a nick and fresh out on parole.
Oh, here we go. Come on, then, let's get the engine bracket routine over and done with.
Don't play the tough guy, pal. It won't wash with us.
Oh, I'm a tough guy, yeah. Do you know what? I never shed one tear when I watched Little House on the Prairie, not one.
A job interview today, correct?
Wrong. I went for about 6 interviews, as it happens. It's the sort of thing you do when you're looking for a job.
Are you always a flash with the lip?
You went for an interview at a big car showrooms out Beeston Way. You got a knockback as an ex-con would. And then you got right stroppy with the works manager, Mr. Tyler.
Hold on. What you going on about? I didn't get stroppy with anybody.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Bysouth is expecting you, sir. Mr. Henty, sir.
Thank you, Hedges. That'll be all.
Sir.
So he's been picked up by the police.
He's being questioned by them as we speak, sir.
Poor Thomas.
Well, I've already told you. I got to the museum at about 5:15.
You were saying?
Peabody, Longman, Giles.
Yeah, and I stayed there until my mate Lively picked me up at about, I don't know, 7:15.
His brief's just turned up. Messrs. Peabody, Longman, Giles, no less.
Bloody hellfire. Not like having the best, eh?
Don't tell me. Sweet F.A. Right.
All they'd say was he's helping them with their inquiries.
Oh, friggin' hell, what is it with this bloke? He's only been out of prison 5 minutes and he's...
Calm down. It's probably nothing. A mix-up.
Everything's a mix-up as far as Thomas is concerned. He's got this knack of getting into trouble. If Thomas was a buffalo, wandering through thousands of miles of prairie, he'd meet up with Bill.
I'm sorry to drag you down here at this time of night, miss. It is a serious matter, you understand?
Of course.
It's a matter of identification, you see. We have to be sure that the suspect that we have in custody is the man that was at your museum earlier this evening. I think I should point out the suspect in question was only released from prison just yesterday morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Out on parole, would you believe?
Why do you feel the need to point this out to me, Sergeant?
Miss?
The fact that your suspect has recently been released from prison shouldn't have any bearing on the situation, surely.
Yeah, well, it's best you're aware of all the relevant facts, miss. Excuse me, miss.
Oh, no, look, I'm sorry you got dragged into this, sweetheart.
Shut it. I'm sorry, madam, but do you mind just stepping back outside, please?
Actually, I do mind. Yes, this is the man I know as Thomas Gynn.
Please, madam, this is an official interview.
They've asked me to give a statement. I'll tell the truth.
Oh, then I've nothing to worry about then, have I? Cheers.
Right. Let's have a nice cup of tea over a statement, shall we, Sergeant?
All they had, when you come right down to it, was an anonymous phone call. The truth did the rest.
In my experience, the truth only works if any of this lot can track it down. I mean, half this mob couldn't find a diuretic elephant in the snow.
Aptly put, I say. Right. Very nice to have met you, Thomas.
And you, thank you very much. Listen, who put you on the case?
Friends, Thomas. A man needs friends, yes? Right now.
Yep. Ah! Got your gang!
Bloody time and all.
Thank God for that. I am starving.
What's the crack then?
Mistake.
See, I told you.
What, you mean they kept you banged up all bloody night for absolutely
She was
nothing?
quiet when she was eating, Thomas.
Listen, let's just get out of here, shall we? Look, I've got to thank you for for the brief. I mean, he was top man, you know.
I don't thank us.
Hey?
We never heard the man at all.
No, but if you didn't, who did?
I don't know. I think I know a man who does.
Why isn't that?
Franklin Biceout.
My dear friend, would you like a lift? You don't mind if I whisk him off for a chat, do you?
Don't mind us.
Here you go. I'll see you back. There's lots of drinks all round, all right?
Really ought to show a little more respect for the boys in blue, Thomas.
I've tried that before, Franklin. It don't work.
Point taken. I'd like you to meet Mr. Henty. Mr. Henty is, well, shall we say he works for me from time to time.
How you doing? And what sort of work's that?
This and that. What I can, when I can.
A bit like myself. Listen, Franklin, thanks for the brief. He was good. What's the damage?
Don't even think about it, my dear friend.
Come on. You once said to me, don't do anything for nothing and always do something for a lot.
Yes, quite right, but this is different. I owe you a lot,
No,
Thomas.
no, we're mates. Mates don't keep score. You owe me 0.
Well, fine. Let's say that I did this as a friend, yes? Mr. Henty.
It's Tyler's wallet. I removed it from your coat pocket in the pub last night, just before the law arrived.
No, hold on. I didn't do...
We know you didn't, Thomas, but we know a man who did, don't we, Mr. Henty?
Don't tell me. Gettings, right? God, what a bastard.
My sentiments exactly. But do not fear, dear friend. 2 can play that dirty game. Mr. Henty will explain.
My people made a few inquiries. Gettings escaped prosecution by the skin of his teeth over the prison drugs incident. He lost his job, and his car was well and truly marked about keeping his nose clean.
The slack should have been nicked.
He's about to be.
But whilst Gettings was phoning the law to fit you up, I did the same to him, with spades. I hid a kilo of Moroccan gold in the boot of his car.
Would you like to do the honors and return the compliment? Or shall we leave it in the capable hands of Mr. Henty?
Thanks, mate.
Not necessary. Look, apart from my dear wife, you're the only person who's done anything for me without expecting something in return. What's the matter? You look a little concerned.
You play dirty, Franklin.
Yes. Well, I have to. But remember, my dear friend, it was he who set the rules of the game, not me.
Yeah.
Well, it would seem the truth did the trick. Either that, or your solicitor's a very tricky customer.
They're all slippery, aren't they? It's a standard requirement of the job.
Voice of experience.
I've had me moments.
So I hear.
Yeah. Well, I just popped in to say sorry and thanks.
Well?
I'm sorry, all right? And thanks.
All I did was tell the truth.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you around, maybe.
Thomas? Thomas? Don't we have some things to discuss?
Like what?
Why are you being so aggressive?
I'm not being a... Look, I don't like playing games, lady, all right? Now, we stopped having anything to discuss the moment you found out I was fresh out of Nick.
Oh, did we?
telling me something different, then?
Well, that's entirely up to you.
Look, I am sorry. It was a long, silly night. I was going to tell you.
Where you studied applied mathematics.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal with you. I won't mention your prison record if you won't mention my butterfly.
It's a deal.
Well, assuming you're still interested in the job, I ought to point out that the hours are short and the wages are low.
You certainly know how to sugar the pill.
Well, I like to be truthful and upfront with people. The job's yours if you want it.
I'll tell you what, sweetheart, let's give it a whirl on a sort of 2-week trial basis, eh?
A month.
A month?
Yes, barring some act of gross misconduct, I can't dismiss you before the month is up. On the other hand...
I have to hang around for a month, even if I hate it.
Correct. Deal?
You're the boss.
Now the nasty bit.
Nasty bit? What nasty bit?
Well, it's not actually that nasty. It's just a question of the £156 worth of frozen meat.
Dumped?
£156 worth of hamburgers, hot dogs and pork chops.
Criminal waste, that is.
Isn't it just? Now, £156 in deductions spread over a month would be...
Well, it's about 39 quid a week, but I'm a bit confused here. I mean, what's all this got to do with me?
That's your beer money gone up 20 for a month, Thomas.
Not my beer money, cocker.
Oh, I don't think it's half as bad as you think.
I mean, what's occurring? I mean, I've got the silly feeling that I'm being put in the frame for all this.
It was you that fixed the coffee machine.
Yeah, that's right. And that was down to Larkins and all.
You forgot to plug in freezer, Thomas. 39 quid a week.
Ah, now, come on. Look, you can't expect... Well, I know it was me, but you can't...
Ah, a deal is a deal. 8 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning.
God, you crafty, devious, slippery...
Ah, but I was trained as a solicitor. Welcome aboard, Thomas.
Like I said, Thomas, you can't put no bloody flies over that, eh?
Only of the butter variety.
As I remember correctly, we had a deal on the subject of insects and institutions.
Yeah, that's right, sweetheart. And I'm going to be very, very careful when dealing with you in the future.
Oh, I'm very glad to hear it. Barney, as the coffee machine is really your responsibility, I feel you ought to pay half the replacement costs. There you are, Thomas. I told you it wasn't half as bad as you thought.
Bloody hellfire.
Very, very careful indeed.
Right now, at this very moment in time, I suggest you don't come anywhere near me.
Love goes off